Hey, here we are, Timsy. The dying salmon is back and so am I, and we're here to teach you a few more things about your body, and particularly the thoracic spine. So for those of you that have never looked at an anatomy book and didn't pay attention at biology in like year 9 or 10, well, this is your thoracic spine, this is your lumbar spine. Now, we want to train the thoracic spine because that is the sitting, rounded, crappy, weak part of the back. And the lumbar spine is the one that tends to try and go, yep, we'll do all the work, okay? So the number one exercise we're coming after is just the extension of the spine and the squeezing and retraction of the shoulder blades, all right? And there's a couple of different layers to building yourself to being pretty strong in this position. First one we're going to start with is just your hands by your side in this position. But before we do anything, the number one thing we don't want is an anterior tilt arching of the lumbar spine. Remember, we want to isolate this, get this out of here, and really target the thoracic. So when we set up, the first thing you're going to do is go into actually a posterior tilt and hold there. We keep this lumbar spine out of it, little mouse hole underneath his belly. And then when we go into the work, we can now really focus on the scapular work. So if you come and have a look a little closer at the shoulder blades, Timsy's lifting up here, he's getting a big squeeze there, he's not jumping into his lumbar spine, and the work's happening in here. If that's pretty easy, all he needs to do is bend his elbows, and his elbows stay locked into his ribs, thumbs towards armpits, again the same amount of tension. He can lift his head up slightly a centimetre off the ground, looking straight down still, and holding that position. If that's all easy, get a stick out in front of you, get your hands on it, posterior tilt, shrug your shoulders up, lift and hold the stick, reaching out as straight as possible. And again, if that's all easy on these extensors here, we can then grab a pair of light dumbbells, all right? Don't be a hero, this is hard. Hands nice and close, shrugging, reaching, and we lift, and this thoracic works hard, the lumbar stays flexed under, and we're happy with the extension and the posture muscles. How's that feel, Roz?
Oh, it's hard.
Good stuff.